Mount Kailash stands alone, in a wide, quiet place. It is high, in the remote lands of Tibet. Gangdesi Range, Trans-Himalayan region, the sky stretches out, deep, clear blue, air thin, astonishingly pure, profound silence, immense space, landscape ancient, untouched by the hurried modern world. Here the earth speaks in stillness, and the mountain rises like a silent sentinel guarding secrets of time itself. Many people from different walks of life call Mount Kailash a sacred bridge. They believe it connects our earthly world to the heavens above. It is a place where the spiritual and the physical meet in a powerful way. 4 ancient faiths hold this mountain as deeply holy: Hindus, Tibetan Buddhists, Jains, Bon religion. Each faith has its own unique stories about the peak. These stories are woven into the very fabric of their cultures. They are passed down through generations, drawing people from all corners of the globe to this isolated spot. These travelers come for many reasons. They journey from far away, crossing difficult terrain to see the peak with their own eyes. Pilgrims, seekers, adventurers. Some come to pray, to offer their devotion to the divine forces they believe reside here. Others come to walk the sacred path that circles the mountain's base, a journey of both physical and spiritual endurance. Many simply come to feel the profound peace that seems to radiate from the mountain and the surrounding landscape. It is a destination that calls not just to the body, but to the soul. The journey itself is part of the experience. The shape of Mount Kailash is remarkably sharp and neat. It does not look like other mountains in the Himalayas. It resembles a great, dark pyramid carved by a giant's hand. Its 4 faces are steep and rise almost straight up from the ground below. These faces align almost perfectly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. This perfect geometric shape makes it feel incredibly special and otherworldly. It seems too deliberate, too perfect to be a mere accident of geology. Because of its striking appearance, people have given the mountain many poetic names. Some call it the world's pillar, imagining it as the central axis that holds up the sky. Others refer to it as the precious jewel of snow, a name that captures its glistening peak against the dark rock. Its symmetrical form has led some to wonder if it could be a massive, man-made pyramid, hidden under layers of rock and ice. This idea, while not supported by science, shows how the mountain's shape inspires a sense of wonder and makes it feel like a sign from the heavens. The mountain's visual power is undeniable. It commands the landscape, a focal point in a vast and empty world. The way the light plays on its faces throughout the day is a spectacle in itself. In the morning, the eastern face can glow with a soft, golden light. At sunset, the western face might be bathed in shades of orange and pink. The permanent snow on its summit looks like a crown, a constant reminder of its sacred status. The mountain doesn't just sit there, it seems to communicate, to project an aura of majesty and mystery that is hard to put into words. The visual impact is deeply connected to its spiritual significance. The perfect form is seen as a physical manifestation of cosmic order and balance. For pilgrims, the shape is a constant reminder of the divine presence they seek. It is a natural temple, more grand and imposing than any structure built by human hands. The mountain's form is not just a geological feature, it is an integral part of its identity as a sacred place. It is a visual anchor for faith, a shape that has been meditated upon and revered for thousands of years, a true jewel of the earth. For billions of Hindus, Mount Kailash is the ultimate spiritual abode. It is the earthly home of Lord Shiva. They believe he sits atop the peak in perpetual meditation. Shiva with his consort, Parvati. Parvati and Shiva creating cosmic energy that sustains the universe. The mountain is the center of the cosmos, the source of life and consciousness. The Indus, the Brahmaputra, the Sutlej, the Karnali. Tibetan Buddhists call it Kang Rinpoche, precious snow mountain. They believe it's the dwelling place of the Buddha Demchok, who represents supreme bliss. The mountain is a natural mandala, a cosmic pattern. The famous sage Milarepa challenged the Bon champion Naro Bonchung for control of the mountain. After a series of magical contests, Milarepa won, establishing Kailash as paramount for Tibetan Buddhism. Milarepa's footprints on the rocks nearby. Jains call it Ashtapada. Rishabhadeva, the first Tirthankara, attained moksha here. Pilgrims believe the journey purifies the soul. It guides one toward non-violence and spiritual freedom. The mountain is the ultimate goal of the Jain faith. Bon followers call it the 9-story Swastika Mountain. Their founder, Tanpa Shenrab, descended from the heavens here. The mountain is the axis mundi, connection between sky, earth, and the underworld. Bonpo pilgrims walk the Kora counterclockwise. This is the opposite direction to Buddhists and Hindus. All these rich beliefs, from 4 different faiths, coexist peacefully, giving the mountain a powerful, multi-layered spiritual energy. One of the most powerful rules surrounding Mount Kailash is that it must not be climbed, This is not just about difficulty, it's deep spiritual respect. For the faithful, climbing would be like walking on a temple roof, or stepping into a god's private home. It is seen as desecration. Mountaineers worldwide have respected this unwritten law. Reinhold Messner was even offered a chance in the 1980s. But he refused, saying conquest would destroy the mountain's spiritual power. The summit remains pristine and untouched. In 2001, a Spanish expedition was granted permission to attempt an ascent. News sparked immediate protest from religious leaders, pilgrims, and international groups. The permission was revoked. Mount Kailash was declared off-limits and has been respected since. Some places should stay wild, mysterious, and sacred. Beyond the ban, strange stories wrap the mountain. People often report odd clouds circling the peak. Rings, halos, white disk shapes. Believers read these as signs from spiritual beings. They call them omens, messages, or displays of divine power. The clouds make the mountain feel connected to the heavens. Local legends mix with modern unexplained tales. Pilgrims describe time distortion, time feeling faster or slower on the Kora, compasses spinning wildly, electronic devices failing without explanation. More recently, tales of UFOs and strange lights in the night sky. These stories are whispered in guest houses along the trail, blending ancient faith with modern mystery, keeping the legend of Kailash alive and ever-evolving. The strange clouds that often grace the summit of Mount Kailash have a simple scientific explanation. These are known as lenticular clouds. They form when fast-moving, moist air is forced upward over a large obstacle, like a tall mountain. As the air rises, it cools, and moisture condenses into a lens-shaped cloud that appears stationary, even as wind rushes through it. Kailash's isolated position makes it a perfect generator for these rare, beautiful cloud shapes. Science can explain it, but their appearance still feels magical and otherworldly. Near the base of the mountain lie 2 sacred lakes, Manasarovar, Rakshastal. The water in these high-altitude lakes is incredibly clear and reflects the sky in shades of deep blue and bright turquoise. Pilgrims believe bathing in Manasarovar can wash away a lifetime of sins and worries. Its calm, fresh water symbolizes light and purity. In contrast, Rakshastal is a saltwater lake, often linked to darkness and the demonic king, Ravana. The 2 lakes show the balance of good and evil, light and shadow. Stories of magnetic oddities and time distortion can be viewed through a scientific lens. The region is rich in iron and other minerals, which can interfere with a compass needle. Extreme altitude, cold temperatures, and physical exertion of the pilgrimage can affect human perception and sensitive electronics like watches. The feeling of time changing may be a psychological effect of deep meditation, repetitive walking, and being immersed in a powerful, awe-inspiring environment. Many travelers call Mount Kailash a spiritual vortex or cosmic center of the world. They describe a palpable energy in the area, a force that calms the mind and invigorates the spirit. While that energy can't be measured by instruments, its effect is very real. After visiting, many report feeling profoundly changed, calmer, and with a renewed sense of purpose. Whether from a cosmic axis or simply from completing a difficult journey in a place of immense natural beauty, the transformative power of Kailash is its most enduring gift. If you plan to visit this sacred place, you must prepare yourself well. The area is at a very high altitude, often above 15,000 feet. The air is thin. You may feel tired or breathless. It is essential to give your body several days to rest and acclimate before beginning any strenuous activity. Bring layers of warm clothing. Temperatures can drop suddenly, even in summer. Good, sturdy hiking shoes are a must. A walking stick can provide valuable support on the long path around the mountain. Life around Kailash is simple. Expect basic accommodations in guest houses. Simple, nourishing food like noodles, rice. There is no fast internet or constant connectivity here. This is part of the experience, an invitation to disconnect from the digital world and connect with your surroundings. Hiring a local Tibetan guide is highly recommended. They know the paths, understand the weather, and can share the stories and legends that bring the landscape to life. Their presence will not only make your journey safer, but also much richer and more meaningful. Always remember to approach Mount Kailash with respect. Do not attempt to climb the mountain. This is a sacred rule that must be honored. If you choose to walk the Kora, do so with calm, deliberate steps. It is a pilgrimage, not a race. Ask for permission before taking photographs of people, especially near temples or monasteries. Showing respect for local customs is crucial. You might consider bringing small, thoughtful gifts, like warm socks or pens for children, as a gesture of goodwill to the local communities who call this powerful place home. A visit to Mount Kailash is a walk into a living story. It is a place where faith, nature, and mystery merge in a breathtaking display. The mountain radiates a silent, ancient power that can be felt by all who come near. Some of its mysteries can be explained by science, while others remain wonderfully unexplained. Both aspects, the known and the unknown, combine to make the mountain feel alive and deeply profound. If you go with an open heart. Walk slowly, listen to the wind, let the mountain change you. It may not reveal all its secrets, but it will surely give you a piece of its peace.